tied to the stress of this. I'm overwhelmed. I'm traveling. I'm preaching. I'm ministering. I'm doing all these different things. And now I can say, because I'm stressed out, because this man went on this platform and talked about me like a dog and told the people that I was in the bathtub. Child, the mind of God. I needed my neighbors was reading on the thing like that. The mind of God said that he was in Philadelphia, or was it Pittsburgh? One of the two, in Pennsylvania. So the mind of God said that he was over at this woman's house, an elder's house that would house the bishop, and then he got up from the table because it was getting. He had to return the car, and I had to return the car, so I got to do X, Y, and Z. I gotta go. And then the man of God said the bishop came over and gave him a hug and tried to kiss him in his mouth. Fast forward to the next morning, the bishop calls the landline. The bishop calls the landline and said, ring. Listen, young one. I'm getting ready to be a little shady. And I might circle back about this. But let's talk about Duane Youngblood. And I never went live about Duane Youngblood. Okay. I was not going to waste my air on that. I watched the interview. I watched it. I wasn't impressed. I wasn't. I had a lot of thoughts. And I said to myself, hey, Jesse, so the world is in for a surprise when God, listen. Okay. All right. I watched the interview of Duane Youngblood. I wish that there was a trigger warning for the interview. The interview was very long, very detailed. It reminded me of Jimmy Battle's video from years ago, his audio, whatever he did, talking about allegedly Bishop George Bloomer. I wasn't impressed. Just wasn't impressed by it. I wasn't impressed because I just find it funny. And this is why I'm going to be a little shady, only because I don't understand. Y'all help me understand. How am I going to go on a place where the people have been accused themselves? I'm like, so we can't believe the people that accused you, but we have to believe Youngblood about Jakes. The math ain't mathing for me. The math wasn't mathing for me. I was like, so I have to believe Duane, because this is about Jakes. I'm confused. So I wasn't interested in covering Duane Youngblood because I said there's more to the story. Now I don't know this man. I'm only speculating. I'm only sharing with you all my thoughts. But I was puzzled as to why he needed a part 2. I thought he covered everything in the 2 hours that he did the first time. I was pretty sure that everything was done in the first part. I didn't think that there was more. I didn't want to hear about Bishop Watkins in the hot tub. I could have did without that visual. Okay. I was like, we need to just go ahead and put this right back to hell where it came from, because I don't want to hear nothing more about this. Women of God, if y'all in these churches looking for a husband, look elsewhere. I don't know why people still looking in the church for a man. Ain't nobody there. I could have did without the visual of Bishop Watkins in a hot tub. I really could have done without that. Okay. Was I surprised? Yes, it does. God says, thank you. Thank you, Miss Corliss. Now, ask me, was I surprised that the bishop filed a lawsuit on Duane Youngblood? Part yes, part no. Which part is yes and which part is no? I'm going to tell you. I was surprised because Bishop T.D. Jakes never addresses anything from social media, except for he started last year. He must be doing this in his older age, He must be saying, you know what? I'm fitting to go see Jesus, and at some point in time within the next 20 years, I need to just go ahead and just start shooting back. Okay. But he never responds to anything on social media. Of course, you know, right? I can't with the Watkins thing. I was just like, why are we talking about Bishop Watkins in a hot tub? Ha, ha, ha. No thanks. But that situation, so he never talks about anything. So I was like, maybe this is a new bishop. But then when I started, I did watch Pam last night. Shout out to Pam, the law intellect. I like watching Pam when I could catch her, because a lot of times I'm working when she's live. But she broke it down or whatever. And I said, oh, that's what it is, money grab. I know it was going to come to me. And I said, oh, well, it has been said multiple times in regards to Manasseh Jordan. There is another young man, if you're watching, young man, okay, from the DMV, I know you took a payoff. I know exactly who you are. The bishop is plastered all over your Instagram page. You had a church. That's why I said people need to come and talk to me about Texas. Like, why are y'all going to everybody else about Texas when I'm your girl? There was an alleged payoff from a young man that's in the DMV. And then this, I said, hold on. Now, if you really know, and this is alleged. This is all alleged. What I'm about to say is all alleged. I don't know what this color scheme on StreamYard. I just re-downloaded this stuff yesterday, so this is not my regular color scheme. Watch this be my friend talking about they're coming over now and getting on my dag on it. I need people to leave me alone, but he helping me out. So, all right. So when I heard, I said, hold on. I said, Manasseh was talking. Oh, that's right. We were talking about the lawsuit. So they were talking about a lawsuit for Manasseh. We never heard nothing back about that. Manasseh's lawsuit must have went to hell and was still there waiting to come back. Then it was, like I said, a young man in the DC area, DMV area. But then we heard something the other day about a filing. And I said, this is what I don't understand. Can y'all help me out on chat? I wish that the men of God were more like women. I really wish that the men of God would operate like women. When a woman is ready to leave her husband, she does this. If he's been getting on her nerves for 2 years and she's had it and she's about to leave him, she's about to serve him with divorce papers, she does this. She don't say nothing. She moves quiet like a cat. And then bam, she hits you with the papers. That's how you operate in this. You don't tell the right hand what the left hand is doing. Why do y'all, I don't understand. Is it just, to me, I wrote this down earlier. To me, it's like a dog whistle, right? I had that happen to me a couple months ago here on YouTube, right? I had said something after Victor Hill came out with his video. And they say my whole government on a platform. Oh, who is this? Who is Catrice? Who is that? Oh, I know who that is. That's the girl that, oh yeah, I know that girl. Dog whistle. I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb, baby. It's a dog whistle. You're trying to intimidate people. But guess what? How are you going to intimidate somebody that moves in silence? Y'all don't hear me coming here telling people nothing. As a matter of fact, people actually entrust me more behind the scene because they know I don't tell what they tell me. So if somebody was going to file for something, you would never know from me because I don't tell what they tell me not to tell. I do this. I think it was Sunday. Oh, well, be ready for filing. Be ready for filing. They about to file. And the joke was on Youngblood because the bishop said, checkmate. Now I can tell these people that my health episode was tied to the stress of this. I'm overwhelmed. I'm traveling. I'm preaching. I'm ministering. I'm doing all these different things. And now I can say, because I'm stressed out, because this man went on this platform and talked about me like a dog and told the people that I was in the bathtub. Child, the mind of God. I needed my neighbors was reading on the thing like that. The mind of God said that he was in Philadelphia, or was it Pittsburgh? One of the two, in Pennsylvania. So the mind of God said that he was over at this woman's house, an elder's house that would house the bishop. And then he got up from the table because it was getting ahead to return the car. And I had to return the car, so I got to do X, Y, and Z. I got to go. And then the man of God said the bishop came over and gave him a hug and tried to kiss him in his mouth. Fast forward to the next morning, the bishop calls the landline. The bishop calls the landline and said, ring. Listen, young one. I want you to know I'm going to ask you 3 things. Number 1, you're going to be my peace. What? Yeah, the level of foolishness. The level of foolishness. And you want someone to, and I'm not saying that this didn't happen. I don't know. I wasn't there. Hell, I don't even think I was born at the time. But the level of foolishness that you have to go and to tell people that he heard water and the bishop was in the bathtub. Hey, Pinterest. Hi, baby. Happy Tuesday. Heard water. The bishop was in rubber dabbing with a little duck in the water. The level of foolishness. I never thought that I would have to say this about a self-proclaimed mind of God author, teacher, and now we know SAer. The level of, I can't. And so then you turn around, y'all get this part. Oh God, I had to listen. This is the first time I had to drink in the house in a long time. I don't drink in the house anymore. Then the people told me that the mind of God decided to get on his high horse. And I don't know how I don't know how the lines got crossed, so folks didn't know that this was going to happen. That they were supposed to file a lawsuit. When on Sunday they said they're going to file a lawsuit. And then yesterday, well, I don't know who the lies. Anyway, y'all keep on listening to these lies. I can't. I be listening in the background, shaking my head like, I cannot believe people still listening to the foolishness. Then they said this, and this is how I knew that this was a money grab. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready? Y'all really ready? Type 1 in the chat if you're ready for me to tell you how I knew that Bishop that Duane Youngblood was trying to do a money grab for the bishop. Y'all type 1 in the chat if you're ready for me to tell you. Y'all type 1 in the chat. How I knew. And I want y'all to come close to the screen. If you're watching at home, you got some popcorn, a little bonbon, you got a little drink. Just come close, lean forward. I ain't trying to kiss you now. The mind of God was asking for $6 million. And I said, I said, $6 million. I said, $6 million. Y'all come close. I said, $6 million. That's it. You You mean to tell me you went and you got the attorney that filed paperwork for people that were going against P. Diddy, and you only asked for $6 million? I said, and this is why I got a little cocky, because I was like, people need to call me. I said, at the least, and this is breaking news right here. Okay. At the least that he would pay if he felt like he was wrong. And from where I'm sitting, from what I've heard, the lowest number that I've heard was 25 million. The lowest that I've heard was $25 million. The lowest that I have heard with my own ears in the 2.5 years that I've been doing this, talking about baby Jason, and 25 million. Boom. Off the top. The highest, 90 million. I said, so this right here is the money grab. I said, this right here, you're asking for $6 measly million from the bishop? I started laughing to myself. I said, baby, these folk don't know. You only asked for $6 million? That's the ghetto. That's the ghetto. If you've only received anything less than 6, you were cheated. You lowballed yourself. I started laughing. I said, and mind you, I'm online, I'm listening to people talk, and folks talk, they running their mouth. Oh, that don't even sound like nothing that the bishop would do. That don't even sound like nothing that Bishop Thomas, from what I've heard, this is all alleged. I said, this does not even sound like what the bishop would do. Bishop Thomas Dexter James. And y'all believe that this man ain't trying to do a money grab. When it was told to us on Sunday that he was going to file, and Monday the bishop said, boom. Yeah, I really would like for folks, I really want people to start paying attention to what's going on and believe what you see, not always what you hear. See, a lot of people are around, and then I was listening to something today, and I said, I thought for sure you would know better. Can I be honest with y'all? Can I be transparent and honest? Transparent and honest. I said, I really thought that this person right here that was talking would know better than to say that that's a lot of money. I was like, not you. 6 million is a lot of money? I don't know you. I don't think you know the bishop like you claim to do, because I've never, in my 2.5 years doing this, the first time, and I can't tell you the situation, I'm just wanting secrecy. I'm gonna just say the first instance that I ever heard of a payoff was about a woman. Allegedly. This is all alleged. And the figure actually was 2. And the figures were 25. It would be life-changing money. It's not just, okay, 6 million, go about your business and come back in 5 years. It would be life-changing money. I posted about this at Patreon about maybe a month ago, patrons. I want to say it was about a month ago. Well, Sunday, look what I saw. I posted in Patreon about a month ago. There was apparently and allegedly, I cannot confirm this was just was posted, but I've been following this person for 2 years. Shout out to the street committee that gives me everything. And this was the first person that I saw anything about H10 and all that. The alleged H10. But this person has been talking for a very long time on Facebook. I mean, constantly saying, disparaging things about the bishop, da 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 da. And apparently and allegedly, the legal team called and said, hey, what can we do to stop you from doing this? And they said nothing. And they threw a figure out. And when I saw the figure, I said, oh my God. I didn't think that was possible. I'm getting goosebumps just sitting there thinking about it. I said, oh my God, that kind of money? And she said, no. This is just someone that's online. Well, no, they're not just somebody that's been talking. Let me just go back. This is a person that has alleged some very serious allegations about the bishop. I'm actually shocked that he has not tried to file suit against her. I'm really shocked about that because she's been talking mad stuff for a really long time. And nothing. Okay. So I'm really shocked about that part. Really shocked that he hasn't said, I really need for you to, stop, cease and desist. Like, can you just find a way in your heart to just let this go, or what can we do? Whatever. Like, I'm really shocked that they have never said anything before now. It did not happen until the P. Diddy situation happened. And then that's when she made a post saying, hey, this is what happened, blah, 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 and whatever. So the interviewer said that he asked Youngblood where the $6 million came from. He said he didn't know. Okay. I don't believe it. First of all, when I listened to it today. I was walking on the track. I've been doing this walking challenge, trying to get my back together. So my doctor said I can walk. I can't lift weights anymore. That part of me is done. But I was listening, and the person said, wow, they asked for that much money? And I thought to myself, the way that you hype yourself up and the way that you say that, I'm shocked that you think that $6 million, first of all, it's laughable. That's a laughable amount of money. And if the lawyer came up with that, Juliet, the lawyer knew that was a money grab. At least ask for $15 million. If you're gonna do all of that, at least ask for something that would help you sustain you for the next couple of years. You can blow through $6 million in no time. If you all really think about the enterprises and this and that, how much this man is really worth, you're only going to ask for 3%. And then for you to from the person to say, oh, that much money? I was like, wait, is that a lot of money? I mean, it's more money than I have, but considering who we're talking about here, that's not a lot of money. It's just not, y'all. And this is where we have to start thinking a little bit higher. Come up a little higher. You're talking about the most popular bishop in the African American church, and then he's known internationally. Okay, man's been traveling and working for over 40 some years. You gotta who is your audience if you are telling me that $6 million is a lot of money from Bishop T.D. Jakes? And that's what really told me that this is a money grab. And I don't know if you all have seen. Let's go back to Duane Youngblood for a second. I posted a video on my website when I wrote the article about him. I really wish you all would go back and watch it. Go back and watch the video that is on my YouTube channel, on my website, cocktailhourwithcatrice.com. There's something in my spirit that don't sit right with him. I'm sorry. And y'all know I'm not going to take up for Bishop TDJ. Listen, anytime that I'm sort of taking up for the bishop, it's a big deal. He does not strike me as someone that's smart. And I don't like being around people that are not smart. If I deal with a man that's not smart, I cut him. Unless he's good for one thing. Can I be honest? We ain't gonna have no whole bunch of conversation. We ain't talking much. You might take me to dinner, but you only gonna be used for one thing if you're stupid. Can I keep it 100 about me and what I do with my private time? I don't like stupid men. I don't. He does not strike me as someone that's smart. I think that he really thought that he was going to come out, the story was going to hit like any other story, and then boom, he's going to pay me to shut up. Can I say this without being? I'm going to just go ahead and say it. I've seen the men, the ones that allege, because people, they reach out to me. I've seen these men. You're not him. You're not him. Okay. Okay, respectfully. You're not it. I have seen the people that allegedly have taken a pill. They look like they got something going on. I don't see Bishop giving Duane Youngblood a dime. You're older, you're washed up, you've been in and out of jail, allegedly messing with kids. Out of your own mouth, you said it. You're not him. This was not a smart move. And it was even dumber to announce it on Sunday through another platform. And then what happened, and then in turn, he serves you. And then says checkmate. I said what I said about it, okay? I've seen the bed. Y'all go to the Bishop's his Instagram right now. Go to who he follows. That should tell you a lot right there. And I don't even know why people don't do more of this. It's hidden in plain sight. His type of person, okay, is hidden in plain sight. I have done my research. I have looked. I looked at the one guy and I said, okay, he's kind of cute. Okay. You see Manasseh, light skin. Okay, I'm looking like Michael Jackson. I can see Manasseh. I don't like how big and buff he is, because that tells me that he might not have nothing going down below right now. But when he was smaller, child, he could get it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna tell you the truth. Duane Youngblood is not it, y'all. So you thought he was gonna pay you? I'm gonna tell you the truth, what I think about the situation, and this does not make it true. I believe the bishop pays those who he believes that he still might have a chance with. That is Catrice's POV, not anybody else's. Because the person that I've seen in my region post the bishop like it's no tomorrow. Oh, shout out to the GOAT. Shout out. He's the man. He's the bishop. He's the dog. Love you, Bishop. I don't tell you, I know you do. You love him. Okay. Let's be clear that I believe that he has a type. And Youngblood is not it. This is no shade even to Jimmy Battles. I need to see a picture of him from back in the day. Can I be honest? It had to have, well, that was that talking about George Bloomer. That had to be when he was like really heavy in the drugs. I'm just being honest, y'all. I'm a tall, chocolate, voluptuous woman. Okay, I gained some weight. So I'm just telling you all from a straight perspective of how things are. if we're talking about an alleged type of the bishop, if in some hypothetical land, he likes men, whatever, the Youngblood would not be it. It's the men that he know he still might have an opportunity. He might have an opportunity with. He gonna say, "Here go a couple down." Okay. The guy said too much truth or lies. He talked. First of all, they all talk too much. Part of the issue that I see with the men in the sphere, they talk way too daggone much. And I get it. The YouTube chat, listen, it says, y'all can keep hating on Jim. Oh, child, please.